Good
Nice.
morning. Welcome
Very
to
nice.
to ABoDE. This is Shambhavi here, and I want to welcome our audience. Happy Friday. I hope you saw the intro part and you saw what activities are going on. So, the question of why an ode to ABoDE. An ode is actually like a poetry, a writing, a dedication, which we are doing for assessing boundaries of diversity and equity, which is in ABoDE. We are analyzing barriers of diversity and equity, and we are trying to understand how we can fit into the system of diversity and equity, include them into our system. There should be only one system. Why should there be separate systems? And today, to discuss this with me more in detail, I have two lovely ladies who have decided to give me their time this morning. And here I'm going to introduce you to, we have Nishi De Silva, who's a mom and a special need educator, and we have Anju, who's a special needs mom, as well as she's an inclusion advocate. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here. Good morning, and it's actually afternoon now. So good afternoon to you.
Good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Good
How
afternoon, Dr. Sambhavi. It's a great privilege that we are on the platform to talk about the needs of in the inclusion.
right?
So
So
thanks
let,
for
let me
giving us the platform.
No, no, it's an honor for me. And I know that, and I'm warning the audience before that Anju is having Wi-Fi issues and wireless issues because there is cabling going on in their area. So I'm going to, in fact, since now the cable seems to be good, the conversation, I'm going to start with Anju very quickly. Anju, please give us a little brief about your journey and about your daughter. And we would like to know a little bit in detail about that. Please go ahead and share your journey with us.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is Anju, Mrs. Anju Minocha, and I have two lovely daughters. The eldest is his doctor, and the youngest one is a sweet 16 one, who's called Yuvika. Her name is Yuvika. She is a super special one for all of us. And it's a stormy, like when she was born, it was like a stormy sea for me and for my family, tossing for a family world upside down. But then in the end, I had pillars around me who built my strength and gave me strength that make her stand. I make her stand on her own feet, and we struggled. Our struggles were like, where as soon as she was born, we had to land in UA, which was a difficult past for us, like getting settled in a new place with a baby, newborn baby, and that was super special one.
Right.
So
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
struggled, but then sorry.
and I'm going to come back to you more on this and ask you when you came and more details about this. Let us quickly talk to Nishi. Nishi, good morning, good afternoon to you. And it's between morning and afternoon. It's just like
Yes.
and yes, and we have Nisha here who is saying hello to Nishi, Anju, Dr. Shambhavi, and this message is for Anju, where Yuvika, such an amazing girl, always smiling. Thank you so much, Nisha, for joining, and also we have to thank Nisha for putting us together, Anju, Nishi. Otherwise, we would have been in our own world. I would have never come to know of you at all. So
Yes.
thank you
Yes.
for what you do, Nisha. Nishi, very quickly, I know that you're a mom of special needs as well as you're an educator. Let us first talk about you being a special needs mom. Please take us through your journey a little bit.
Yes. I have a superhero who is 18 years old, and it's a great opportunity for us to speak about them and their needs and where they live right now, the space of them, and to advocate everyone for inclusion. So, first of all, I will start. I want to say thank you to Dr. Sambhavi for opening this platform, and also to Bytes for taking our children into many areas and making opportunities for them, and even for us as moms, giving these opportunities to talk about our superheroes. So Savit is an 18-year-old young boy now, uh, and at the age of 3, he was diagnosed with level 3 autism. He's a nonverbal, and what I have to say is we are so happy about his journey because we feel it's not a struggle. Actually, it's a triumph every day. We have something to celebrate about him every day, and there is a step forward all the time. And we are being inspired by him
Okay. Right.
also. And what I would
Can
like to
I,
say,
can I,
he's a
yeah,
non-verbal. Yes,
can I interrupt? Yeah, can I interrupt and ask you about the non-verbal? Could you please
yes,
explain that to us a little bit more? For those of you who are watching this now, or those of you who are going to watch it later, please feel free to post comments and ask us questions, ask us queries, so that we can be that you are not alone. Nobody is alone, and hashtag it's not just another day. Every day we are living this life. So please, Nishi, could you share what is non-verbal?
yes. Non-verbal is they don't have speech, but also they have limited number of words,
Mm.
but their
But
communication
hearing
skills
is
is
okay.
less.
The hearing
Hearing
is
is
okay.
okay, perfectly all right. Follow
Mm-hmm.
instructions very clearly.
Mm,
In terms of Savit, Savit is a boy who follows instructions very clearly. When he
mm,
gives him clear instructions, he is able to follow.
mm,
So he was able to communicate with to us through gestures, and through his life, we are able to understand what he's trying to communicate as parents. And
mm.
also now, the best thing that we happened to him is enrolling him at Al Noor. So Al Noor has been a good pathway to him, whereas I was also being trained at Al Noor how to communicate with Savit, how to help him in his life journey. So
Okay.
now Savit is a boy who uses a AAC, which is an app for
Mm,
nonverbal POD kids
mm,
and adults, whoever who can use the AAC as a communication app. And we can understand them. We have to understand them through that application,
mm.
what they want to communicate to us, not what we want them to
We want.
communicate. So we have to be very sensitive in their side and
Yeah,
try to live in their space, which is a great opportunity for us to know a nonverbal, get to
right.
know a nonverbal through this. So
Mm,
it has given us opportunity for that, and now Savit is actively using the AAC in the school to
mm.
speak about him, his favorite activities, or what he wants to do, and to communicate his needs. And
Okay.
he's
So I'm
quite neat, and he knows that it is for him to communicate. So that is a great deal for them
right.
to
So I'm going to,
understand.
yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to stop you. I'm going to stop you here for a minute. And I want Anju and Nishi, both of you, to go back to the time a little bit when the baby was born, and then till you actually took them to school. What was going on in your life? Because this is something which many people will be facing, and they don't know what to do, because school, you cannot send a 6 month 1 year old baby to school. But whereas
Yes.
some of them may already, you would have diagnosed maybe by then sometime. So in that scenario, till they are 2 or 3, what were you doing at home to support them? What was your journey like? What would you like to advise? I'll ask Anju first, and then we'll come to you, Nishi, because you're an educator as well. So I will first take Anju's approach. Mother, what did you do? You said you came to UAE, Anju, and then till you sent the child
Yeah,
to
it
a school, what,
was.
how was you?
Yeah, actually, my child is diagnosed with CP with semi-hemiplegia.
Mm,
So her challenges were like walking and use of left side of her body.
mm,
That is basically due to the nerve damage of the fifth nerve in her brain.
mm,
So I was aware of all these. So I started working on those areas so that she can cope up with the difficulties she's gonna face in life. So the
mm,
therapy started off and on. Like I was taking her to the therapies where she did improve. Her speech came a bit, but that is again, as Nishi said, just a word or two. But now she's completing the sentences by her own. That's a good thing. She taught us the resilience, actually.
right, right.
It
Very, very
was
true.
that was an uncharted territory where we entered as a family where we had no clue what to do. But
Yeah.
then
And
we got people around us who really guided us. One of my doctor, her pediatrician, she
mm,
guided me a lot. She showed me the place to go, and I did go.
Wonderful.
And we
So there is,
changed many of the therapy centers. She improved. Then in the end, now we are going to a therapy center which is called ABoDE UK, where
Mhm.
she is improving by leaps and bounds. Yes. Now
Wonderful.
talking coming to the admission process, we were just preparing her that she enters the school, she mingles around. That was my main motto.
Right. So I
So
just want to hear, yeah. So
the school which
Nisha
helped
said,
me to enter the school with that motto is was a very good school that is called the Indigo Valley.
very
And Mrs.
nice.
Paras, she took over Yuvika and she like figured Yuvika out how what are the positive points for her. Even that lady, Mrs. Paras, she helped me a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, Anju. And you have here Nisha saying, amazing, Anju, well done. And Nisha
Thank
is
you, and thank you,
also,
Nish.
yeah. There's also some comments which have come in for from Nisha for Nishi, which is Savit participates in all social activities. Kudos to Nishi and husband for getting all involved. And amazing attitude, triumph every single day with a person of determination. And she also congratulates you for doing an amazing job as a mom, Nishi. So,
Thank you.
Nishi, my question to you, yeah, sorry, I didn't give you time to acknowledge that. Please, it's just that I have so many things to ask, and so Nisha, on behalf of Nishi, I'm thanking you and for being here. So thank you so much, Nishi. Could you take me through that journey which I mentioned to you about the school and as well as your viewpoint and perspective as an educator?
You want me to run through from the beginning when we
No, no,
realized
the
that?
beginning. Yeah, before school. You said I'll
Yeah,
note. Before school, what was happening? How were
yes,
you? What were the things that you were dealing with on a
yes.
day-to-day
Actually,
basis? And of
when
course,
we,
just sorry, just 1 second. I know things are more evolved now. We are more aware now. Technology has been our friend.
exactly,
So, but
yes,
but yeah, but before that, what were you doing? What were the things that you were seeking? And if
yes.
there's a new parent out there, what is it that you would like to tell them?
Yes, at the time that the Savit was diagnosed with level 3 autism, it like there was no much awareness at that time, and also from the relatives whoever with us, they boy speaks late.
Ah,
He will take a little bit of time, and as parents also we were at a denial at some point. But I thought I'm not going to think of autism side, but I thought the first thing that came into my mind is his life skills, his toileting, his eating habits. He is being independent in doing his life skills. So I didn't give a chance for that, and I keep on training for those, for his life skills. Nothing keep nothing came pointing into my mind, like he has to be in school at this age, he has to be in at this age grade. It didn't disturb me, but I had a different focus of his life skills. So this non-verbal also I want to emphasize, like, is not that they are untrainable, they are trainable. They can do their activities, the whatever the skill, according to their own space, and we have to
I
understand
agree
that
with Nish.
how
hmm,
he can do, not that what we want him to do, not that
correct,
what we
correct.
can do. The way we do is different, and his perspective is totally different.
Different.
It's
Right,
not an
right.
easy do, it's a
Hmm.
very hard do. We have to push him, and sometimes my boy doesn't want to show his skill also, he goes into his shell. So very smart in that way, because he doesn't want to do. So I see, like, now I see his age appropriate behavior is coming,
Yeah,
which I'm
yeah.
happy to see that,
Yeah, I was
right?
going to ask that. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask next question. Both
Yes,
of you have teenagers. Yeah. And now
yes,
you just brought that age appropriate thing in between. When both of them are
yes,
teenagers, so, and a girl and a boy, they're different in their behavior as their hormones set in or as their
yes,
teen tantrums,
yes.
as whatever they call. So, can you address that a little bit and say, how do you deal with it when you see that today is not a great
Yes.
day, not very responsive? How do you deal with it then, Nishi?
Uh, yes, there are days that we can understand that he's not very happy, but he's always trying to say, I'm happy, in his AAC. And also, he says that I need my space, give me privacy.
Wow. Okay. Great,
So
great.
there are moments that he asked for it. And we know, like, actually, I have to mention about his dad, because it's a dad and son moments mostly when it comes to
Mm.
puberty age, the age appropriate. So we are able to understand him in, we have maybe we have misunderstanding him also. We are not saying that we are perfect, but we are able to do what we could do with him to
I,
support him. And
I
also
think
we are always trying to train him to say,
you,
if you
mm,
are upset, if you are having a pain, he's trying to show in another emotion. He's
you're
trying to show
trying,
his
you're,
emotion
yeah,
as a
you are
pain.
trying. That is more important. You're trying. That is
Yes,
more important than
yes,
anything. And Anju,
yes.
I would like to ask you, with girls, there are different challenges of puberty. Apart from teenage, there is also puberty, which, as Nishi also rightly mentioned. Tell us a little bit about that journey. Is there some message which you want to share with something, maybe, you had a insight or something which you missed out and you would like to share with others? Please tell us a little bit about that.
Mm. Definitely, like Nishi said, everybody has challenges. Likewise, even I had challenges to train Yuvika in her teens, getting into puberty, getting the things, how to train her. That was a very difficult part. And I won't say she's fully trained, but I'm still training her. I have days when she is not in mood, but then I have two strong pillars around me. That is my husband and my elder daughter, whom she talks very openly. May it be any talk, she is very open to her father. So she talks to both of them. If she is not talking to me for certain things, if I've got upset with her, then she takes up her phone sudden, like all of a sudden, then she calls her sister in India who's studying there. So she shares with them. Like yesterday, she was upset with me, so I just messaged my elder daughter that she's upset. Do talk to her. What is she looking for? Immediately, elder sister called up and asked her, and she opened up. Like, so this is how we come across all her challenges and we try to help her. And we are still training her. I am not saying she's fully trained, but still training her. It's a long journey, and she has come up a long way, but a long way to go again.
So I think you've addressed a very important point, Anju, that open communication is very important, especially with if she's communicating to her dad. So you're not her sole source of communication. If she's able to tell her dad, her sister, that means that she feels safe and she feels comfortable sharing, which is good for you, because you also, as a mother, need that space sometimes. Like you said, if you're angry with her, you're upset with her. I mean, we're all humans out here, so we need to expect that we will also have human emotions, and we will also have good days and bad days, and there is absolutely nothing wrong, no judgment at
Yes.
all, in fact. So this is something which is so very important. On that note, as a for a boy and for a girl, what kind of safety measures, or what do how do you impart that to them? What is safe space for them? How to keep themselves safe, or how does that communication happen? Anju, I would like to have your perspective on that first. Have you tried to tell her these things, or do you just or you've kept her in a protected environment? Tell us a
No, no.
little bit
Actually,
about that.
we are just telling her the do's and don'ts, and at the same time, she goes for the therapies where she takes part in the OT therapy, where they also make her understand what is safe and what is unsafe, and we form a chart that this is the safe zone and this is the unsafe zone. So how you need to approach and who you need to approach when there is you feel like it's not safe. She has a
Well,
phone. We have given her the liberty to call parents. So anything, like I have tried, like in a practical way as well. Like I've left her in the mall with her phone, and I just vanished. And I just wanted to see how she manages, how what is safe for her, what is unsafe for her. And at the same time, her sister, as I told you, she's a strong pillar. She was keeping an eye on her from the safe area for the, and then we did see that she could manage to call us and let us know where she is. And
beautiful,
if
wonderful.
like Yeah. So at the
It's
same time, we are
amazing.
making her skill. We are making her
Yeah,
understand what are her needs, because we know we are not going to be with her all the time. So
correct.
we
Yes.
have to make her independent before anything, like she leads her life. So that's
Right.
what we
True.
are
True.
we are trying to.
Very,
But
very,
her
very
therapists
emotional.
are
Yeah.
also playing a very vital role
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, very, very emotional. And I understand the role that therapists played, the relationship which they build up with the parents, with their, the needs, the people who they are with all the time. And I understand it goes beyond, like, it's not just a relationship which is formed on a professional basis. It does become personal. And I really appreciate that. Nishi, would you like to tell us a little bit about the safe zone, the safety? How do you kind of,
Yes,
what
yes.
is the,
Actually, with Savit, actually, we in school they speak about a lot about safety, good touch, bad touch, all that they have been speaking, and also we also make give opportunities for him to be independent to say how safe he is. Also, like we have noticed, like Savit is able to go for help to the appropriate person. Now, you see, I give an example. If he has to come inside the building, if the building is locked, the door is locked, he look at the security.
okay.
So he knows that security person is the person he
Full.
should go, because he feels that he's outside, he cannot go in. Right? That is one point, that he's trying to be, asking for help when he needs. So, in terms of the personal safety you're talking about,
Right,
so
yes.
we are trying to speak to him about it, but still certain things may not be understanding as yet.
Yeah,
But
but
I
that is
used,
for, yeah, that is for all children, and that is for not only
yes,
children, that is for adults also. Sometimes people don't
yes,
understand the depth of it, or they are just, with something. It's just a
yes,
question which I wanted to know, because I am sure all children's safety is of a major concern. And
yes,
then if
yes,
you have a non-verbal, or if you have a child, they are so innocent, and they are like,
yes,
just trusting everybody. That's what all children are supposed to do, that trust everybody. It's just
yes,
that life doesn't always deal you the same deals. And I
exactly.
and as for people, if there are parents who are watching this, or special needs educators, facilitators who are watching this, and who would like to come and discuss more about this, please post your comments, please do get in touch. And for I think Nisha is just doing exactly what I would do to both of you mothers. We've just recently, last Friday, we celebrated Mother's Day in the UAE. And
Yes,
you both ladies have been so amazing in your role as a mother, and of course, you, Nishi, as a special need educator, and you as an advocate of inclusion, Anju. I think you've been amazing. This has been a very nice conversation. We are already 23 minutes into it. Is there something last you would like to share with the audience, Anju, before we say bye for the day?
See, first of all, it's a great help from Mrs. Nisha Tandon from White, who has provided me this place to connect with you, and she's given me numerous places where Vika can barge in and experience her skills. Like last week we had
Amazing.
distribution meals at iftar. Yuvika was above everything. Like she was so joyous that she enjoyed, and at the same time she's learning a lot. She's learning to mingle. She's learning to socialize. Though she's like even a very socialized person, but very shy to talk. But then there I saw that she could mingle around. She was talking to people, and
Mm.
I thank Mrs. Nisha Tandon for this, that she's
Yeah,
providing us the
thank
platforms.
you. Yeah, thank you, Nisha. Thank you so much. Nishi, very quickly, anything you would like to
yeah.
share before we wrap up
Yes,
the session
I
today?
would like. I actually I want to mention that, according to our belief, there is a good hope that placed in our heart, and I want each and every mom, superhero mom, to live in that hope, and we will be joyful every moment, because they are progressing. So we have something to celebrate every day, right?
Absolutely,
It's not
absolutely.
success, it's about progression that we
It's
always
a,
talk about.
it,
And I have that good hope in my heart that you know uh, to reduce dependability on me,
right, Right.
about
So
my
faith,
son. So
yes,
I know that we have the strength and God, I think Savit is a gift to us, and it is our duty to nurture him in this world. And me and my husband has found that it is our role in this world. That is what our purpose. So
right.
we want to do it
The
wholeheartedly, and
best.
it's not a yes, it's not a
I'm
struggle as
wishing,
they
yeah,
say. It's a
I'm
triumph.
wishing, and yeah, I'm wishing and praying for all of you, Nishi, Anju, everyone, each one of you, everyone who's in your uh, premise and helping the occupational therapists, the physiotherapists, the school part, everyone, and people like Nisha with Byte who are doing. Wishing everybody all the best. And I'm just going to say something to my audience now, right? Um, an ode to a board is not just a conversation which is to be left at the end of 25 or 30 minutes. This is a conversation which we constantly need to have with everyone around us. If you are a parent, a facilitator, or anyone who's connected, who understands neurodiversity, autism, or any of these special different terms which we use to address diversity and equity, please do comment here. Please do join in the conversation. If you have people in your premise, say what you can do for them and how you can help them. With this, I would like to end today's session, and I invite you to constantly keep commenting and keep the conversations going, because hashtag not just another day, this is every day. Thank you very much. This is Shambhavi signing off.